What's up guys, Polypopo here. Thank you very much for coming to the channel. What I want to show you guys today is about these folders that I'm going to send on my OneDrive. I'm going to leave a link in the description. There's nothing in these folders but peace of mind. Let me explain. Whenever you're on your MPC and you go into your menu, right? And you go to your browser, whenever you hit places and you go to my documents, you get these folders, which is super dope because whenever you are in your main and you hit this pencil right here and let's say bounce a sample or save current sequence, it automatically puts these in those places. So that's what I'm trying to say. We want to be able to, again, whenever you hit your browse and you look in here and you go to places, you got plugin instruments, programs, plugins, all these presets, instruments, all the things that you've saved. Anything that you've saved, it goes into here in an organized fashion. And that's what, long story short, whenever you're in your MPC software, okay, let's load this up. There are no folders already made for you like this. Okay, so I made this folder here. What I'm trying to say is whenever you're exporting your stems and your projects and your programs, I didn't even do plugin presets or MIDI learn. I did a few effects racks, which is dope because you could pass those along to other people and be like, here, these effects are for vocals. This is my vocal chain for that. You just open up the folder and send it to them. Now your tracks, the sequences, this is what I'm talking about because in my last video, we put together some mad crazy songs and all we did, I'm trying to get it to look like this. Let's make sure we can see this. I'm trying to make it to where all right, so you see on the MPC software, right? Right now, these are all the drum programs. So these would be your programs that you create. All your plugins, all the sounds that you save, all the effects racks, all the projects, the sequences. Look right here. These are all the sequences to all the previews that you hear whenever you scroll through the sounds and you hear the sound of the drums playing. These are the sequences. So what we did, we loaded 2 of these sequences with one drum pack and we just juggled in between both of them. Or you can load one sequence with 2 drum packs or 2 sequences with one, however you want to do it. But if you want to use your own sequences, you put them in these folders like that so that you can make your own packs. These are all great and the tutorials that I've shown using them are awesome, but that's strictly for the workflow of being able to take all of your songs. Look at this. You do not want to do this. This is how I exported all my stuff. All right, I got full songs, master tracks for distribution, all my samples, and my stems folder. Look at what a mess this is. This has, let's go by name. I got my project archive, so I could actually drag this into this folder right here and it would be happy. It would be so much better than what I have right here. And then my project data, okay? You go into here where you have your project data and then you got all your waves. The ones that you use or anything like that, that's fine. But look at my sequences. Sequence 1 through 8, I never name any of my sequences whenever we're doing these tutorials. I'm just trying to show the workflow on here. But it's very, very important to get in here and know that you need to be naming this stuff. Sequence, hit up here, name it, everything, okay? Something really cool that I did, I hooked up a Bluetooth keyboard, or you can plug in a USB keyboard. It really helps out. But the slower approach that you take with this, the better, especially when you're getting into controller mode, okay? There's a few things you'll have to mess with latency and all kinds of other stuff. Now, the other day I made a video about going into the MPC software and looking for the new update, right? So I went up here and I clicked and I looked for it, and it turns out that I had to go to the Akai site itself in order to actually download the software. I had to download it and then drag it. So it's just weird that the online did not work, but it does work very well. But the thing is, my point on the video today is you do not want to do this. You want to name all your stuff. Now, if I take all these sequences, I go from here to here, and I take these sequences and I try to put them inside of my sequence folder. You know how many of these I have? I mean, there's, look again here. Audio sequence 1. They're all going to be named the same. And that's not how they looked inside of the MPC software. Every single one of these sequences has its own name. Everything's labeled perfectly this way whenever you're looking for them inside of your folders. Your plugin presets, the drum programs that you made. So really, that's all I want to share with you guys today is, I mean, look at the mess that I'm trying to save you from. I'm going to show you a good one. Oh my gosh, this is just one program. Look at all this. It's like, and the point is if I want to take, because you can't take two projects. You can't take this project, this project, this project, this project, that project. You can't take all of these and load them all at the same time. But you can take the sequence and the audio tracks and do it that way. So in order to know what song you're dealing with where and when, yeah, you definitely want to be able to label all your stuff. This is something that I struggle with. And again, I just now stumbled upon this because I've been trying to figure out why this documents folder in the MPC was so important and why it saves your stuff right there for your cool stuff. And this is really in an internal, and this is for the internal drive. So I'm just saying, do not save to your internal drive because it'll fill up so fast it's not even funny. And when you're using your computer, you're using the power of your computer, so it's definitely not going to bog down on you. So I went ahead and created that for you guys. If you want to go ahead and download that, that's super cool. I mean, I did work just a little bit on it. It's got your exports, project archives, patterns, MIDI track, MIDI sequence, expansions, your audio mixdown, your Ableton Live, all for your exports. The effects racks, nothing in here, nothing in the MIDI. But if it's something like you say, like if you have a whole bunch of songs inside of your MPC that are yours, you do not want them to end up like this. This is 300 and some odd freaking projects, dude, of some, it's just a lot. Now I have to go through every single one of these and pull each one of the tracks, label the tracks and all that. I call this good practice. You know, I'm not going to go back through here and do this. But there are a ton of good loops in here. But to not know where they are or anything like that, which is kind of cool. It's kind of like blind crate digging, I guess. But no, when you're trying to show somebody, hey, I got these samples and they do this and that, you want them to look very, very organized, nice and labeled, BPMs, all this stuff. Anything, any detail you can leave so that if you pass on, the person sitting next to you or the person that picks it up could actually use this as a blueprint. Leave notes, leave everything, leave anything, any data that you could possibly leave. And it'll definitely help, just like coding, guys. But yeah, this is really, really cool, and you can just download it right off the link. And this way, whenever you're in here and you export stuff in your software, this is where things get really, really cool, man. Let me see this real quick. Let me get rid of this. Wait, it's not get rid of that. All right, so check this out. You got this software here, right? And all I'm saying is when you go to these drop downs, track 1, right? Let's go here to file, and then we're gonna look at this. You can save project as, save all programs, save current program, save current sequence, save MIDI control scene, or you can export as project archive, as a pattern. See what I'm saying? As a MIDI track file, as audio mixdown, as Ableton Live Set, or as an expansion, okay? And that's just really, really dope. Now check this out. We're gonna go down here to, real quick, I'm not gonna get sidetracked, just remind me about that LCD window down there. If I go to my track, let's go to audio region or sequence. Now I want to do the same for my sequence. I want to export as MIDI. Shalula. I would go ahead and go this perfect time to do this. I would go here to my user documents, my MPC. No, I want to go to my desktop music, MPC documents. And what were we exporting? Something blah 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 MIDI. It wasn't named or anything, so we would go here to exports, MIDI. I believe it was a track. If it was a track, you would have named it track and you would put it right in here. That way you can take that MIDI track and load it, bam, into any project. All right, we're not gonna do that because there's nothing there. But check it out. There's more. Every one of these folders that I made jive with this, and it's really dope. I really just wanted to share with this. Bounce a sample, bounce a new audio track. These are all things that you want to do to every single one of your songs. Every single one, man. Every one of them. Work that shit, dude. Work it. Put the time in. Slow it down and work. It looks so much better when you're done with it. You ever see somebody write a paper and they're like, yes. Like, what the hell just happened? They worked it, dude. They did every single thing they could possibly do to make it a perfect paper. This is the perfect layout for, you ain't doing nothing, do this. Export as MIDI, bounce the sample, bounce a new audio track. Even the program, pad color, right there. Note mapping, hell, what did I do? There's shortcuts for these, but I'm on Mac right now and I don't know the shortcuts. So we're gonna go right back here to program. It gives you the same options as all. Bounce audio, you can bounce the whole program. That's the only way you're gonna get those audio tracks or those sample packs to work, is if you got stuff named right. Look at how people have stuff named on here. Everything's the same. If you look at it, acoustic kit, fat kit. You go to the sequence, acoustic kit, fat kit. It's gotta be right, dude. It can't have a dot missing. It ain't gonna work. We'll get into some of that stuff later on, okay? But one more thing before I go, and I don't want to forget it. This is off topic, so go ahead and download the folder this way you can put your stuff in the right spots. This way you don't have that big old mess like I got, okay? You don't want to do what I did. We're gonna go down here to this LCD window. What in the Mpc 2000? What in the Mpc 2500? What in the Mpc? What the hell is this? Guys, this is like the LCD window we were talking about that we want to be able to resize and stuff. Please fix this. I'm gonna say no more. This is ridiculous. Look at this. Oh, guys, this is why, why, why would you not want it to look like it's just the screen? You know how hard it is to put this. Yeah, you can resize this. Look how little it gets. Who wants that? Nobody wants that. We're talking about so that when we're giving tutorials, you could bust out the LCD window and have it this. We wanted this to be able to be resizable. And yeah, this is what we were talking about. Anybody who likes to teach on yeah, this is what we wanted. But not to look like that. Anyway, guys, all jokes aside, on this side, oh my god. Alright. I mean, it's cool, but nah, it ain't cool, dude. You just need to fix that. Get that out of here. So, we're not going to save anything. And we're going to get the heck out of here. You do not want it to look like Polypopo stuff. Blah. Look at this. It is wicked. All this stuff, dude, for no reason. Off the side note, I am putting together a hell of a course. If anybody's interested, hang out with the Polypopo. But this is not how you want to do it. And this is how you want to do it. I could show you my first sample pack that I made, and it doesn't look like it's supposed to. It looks like this compared to this. You're like, oh, that's why it didn't work. But anyway, I'm gonna leave you guys on that. The update did kind of mess up. I'm not gonna say it's just me, but I had to go to the site and do blah blah blah. But when I plugged it in to my MPC for the software, because I'm trying to use the software now, I want to use the software, and I'm pretty sure this computer can power it and run it very good and stream and everything at the same time. If not, I'll have to use another computer and go in and blah blah another workaround. But damn, I really just want. This is to edit. Nothing. Sorry. But yeah, you don't want it like this. Any questions or anything I can do to help, guys, let me know. I am working on my studio setup. It looks a little bit raunchy right now, but it's what I got and I'm working with it. So I'll see you guys on the next one. Please leave any comments or anything that you're going through on the MPC if the update's messing with your stuff. Me personally, it cuts out on the MPC, on the Mac, and I'm running Mojave right now, so, or Mac Monterey, and it was doing just fine. I got plenty of storage and everything, but it cuts out on me. So other than that, it might be a latency issue on my end, but we'll just have to see. I'm not gonna stop. I'm not gonna give up. But that's really all I got today. Just download this folder here. It might help you. It might not. If it's just something I wanted to give by the end of the year. Right on. I'm Polypopo, and I'll see you guys on the next one.